Assalam alaikum. My name is Star. Welcome to my first hijab tutorial. This is actually my first YouTube video altogether. I wanted to create a channel that goes over certain alternative things, like the hijab tutorials that wearing a hijab in a different way, alternative styles of hijabs, and also saris. So inshallah I'll be uploading videos intermittently from now on with different sari tutorials, hijab tutorials, and hijab with sari tutorials, as well as Indian outfits, alternative bohemian outfits, rocker outfits, maybe punk if I feel a little bit interested in that. So that's what, hopefully we'll be looking forward to. I know that there's probably not a big need for another hijab tutorial on YouTube, but we'll give it a try and see how it goes. I'm going to do a hijab tutorial today on a triangle hijab. This is my triangle hijab. It's an old-fashioned hijab that I bought in an Islamic store in Dallas about, 10, 12 years ago. And it's very plain Jane. Normally they would wear it, where I'm from, they would wear it pinned under the chin like this. And either you leave a little bit puffed up here, or you don't. Either way, it's very square, very simple, very plain, very boring, and makes me look kind of old, really, which I am, but that's besides the point. Today I'm going to drape this in a completely different style, a little bit similar to what they do in Malaysia and Indonesia, but lately I've been liking things very, very long, so I'm going to do this in an alternative style that provides a lot of coverage in the front and is very, very long in the front. We'll see how it goes. First of all, I'll do my hijabi outfit of the day really quick. I've got a black turtleneck on, and I have some gray palazzo style pants that I bought at Lotus Trading Company on Amazon.com, and they were absolutely wonderful. I've got some great harem pants from them that were really big and really bohemian and very hippie-ish, and sometimes I like being hippie-ish. Alright, so how I'm going to wear my hijab. I've got the hijab in half right here. I'm going to pull it to the right. I'm going to keep the right side very, very long. I've got a ninja underscarf on, by the way, underneath my turtleneck. So I've got double coverage on the neck. I've got my turtleneck and my ninja underscarf. The ninja underscarf is very light for summer, and since I live in Texas, it's a good thing. However, some of my hijab styles will have to double up with an extra underscarf because the fabric of the ninja is very, very thin, and sometimes if you use a lot of pins, it doesn't stay. In this particular case, instead of using a lot of pins, I'm going to be using no-snag hijab pins. These no-snag hijab pins I bought from Pearl Daisy, and they're wonderful. I had some that I bought at the same Islamic store. I bought this scarf, and those kind of fall apart after a while, but these are very sturdy and lovely, and they don't go anywhere. And I am going to use one sewing stick pin. Okay, so I have my hijab long on the right, quite short on the left. I'm going to put my hijab on my head. I'm going to pull the left side around my head and to the front, and to the front underneath my right side. And this is actually a little bit shorter than I want, so I'm going to adjust for that a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to leave this in the right. Now with my left side, or I'm sorry, my right side, I'm going to pull the long bit up here. I'm going to reach underneath and find where my triangle is. Now you can use a square hijab for this, and you just fold it in half. And here's my the fat part of my triangle, the fat end. I'm going to take this end and pull it up to my left, up and back, and tie it, pin it with a no snag hijab pin under my bun. And I'm going to tuck my turtleneck a little bit underneath it there. Now, because I'm wearing a ninja, you don't have to do very much with this particular style around the neck, because the neck is covered. If I wasn't wearing a ninja, if I was wearing a regular tube underscarf, then I could maybe pull up this part here and pull it up and pin it to my underscarf. As it is, since it's already pinned on the back of my neck, I don't have to do much. What I'm going to do is secure the right side of my hijab to my ninja from the inside. I'm going to try to make it so that you can't see the pin very much from the outside. It can be a little bit tricky though. You might have to adjust. You pin going down so that the pin doesn't fall out. And this way your scarf doesn't want to go anywhere from the side of your head. Now on this side, we need to make sure that the scarf doesn't want to slide back past the ear too much. Although you can, design that as asymmetrically as you like, how far back behind the ear or just a little bit in front of the ear, whichever feels more comfortable for you. I'm going to take another no snag hijab pin. Now you can use safety pins for this because you won't necessarily see a safety pin if you pin it from underneath. But I'm just going to go ahead and pin this. I'm not too particularly concerned with people seeing my no snag hijab pins. Most people, if they're non-hijabi, you don't know what they are. They think they're brooches or something, which is fine with me. Okay. So that's basically the style. If you want, I was a little bit concerned with the loose bit from the back. It will sometimes fall back, and so you can just go ahead and pin this from underneath if you like. I'm not going to bother. Just going to pin it up here to my hijab. I go to great lengths to not pin my hijab to my clothing. Mainly because I have kids and I can be somewhat active and I'm very clumsy. I will put holes in my clothing, rip them. So I try not to do that. Okay, so here's the style as is. Very long in front. Because I'm wearing a ninja and a turtleneck, there should be ample coverage in the back. And it goes all the way down past my waist in the front. Which I like. I think it's a little bit bohemian. I think it provides ample coverage, and it's quite different than what you normally see on hijabis on the street. Now, if you don't like so much coverage in the front, if you don't like it so long, so different, you can pull up the bottom of the hijab, the bottom corner here. And what I did earlier was I tied it in a little knot with the small bit underneath the right side. And then you have a little bow. And there it is, done. I hope you liked it, and I'll see if we can do some more later on.